is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Miami Heat. Won by the Heat. To Gibson. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Shabazz Napier, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Gibson, defended by Ryan Anderson. Miami with the basketball. Kristaps Porzingis with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Taj Gibson. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Taj Gibson with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swing.
Dion Waiters, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and you can get it any way you want.
Not that time. To Waiters. Lobs it up. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Taj Gibson. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tosses. Porzingis. To Gibson. Goes to the left side. Crawford. Pass stolen by Miami.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Lowry to Waiters. Porzingis. To Crawford. Here comes the screen. Crawford. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Napier, tough matchup against Butler. It's the Heat with the possession. Butler. Ryan Anderson here against Taj Gibson. To Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also...
Flushes down the slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
To Lowry. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Udonis Haslem. Wizards with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Runner's good there.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Now a steal by Washington. To Porzingis. Here comes the screen. To Taj Gibson. Down low, Gallinari. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Waiters. Dion Waiters powers it through.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
It's Washington with the basketball. To Porzingis. Surveys the floor. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. To Waiters. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The assist from number 3, Jamal Crawford.
To Waiters. Taj Gibson swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Napier with the basketball. Up by, got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Lowry knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
KP, Kristaps Porzingis. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Waiters to Butler. Has a chance, and he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Deep two there, won't go. It's the Heat with the possession. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Knocks down the first.
For the Heat, number 0, Kevin Love.
Goes 2 for 2. Napier with the basketball. His team up by 1. Kevin Love tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Has a look. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Miami's got it. Waiters against Mahinmi. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Napier matched up with Jimmy Butler. The Heat grab the board. Second effort. Kyle Kuzma sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Love. Oh, that's how it's done.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Wizards at the controls. Probing the defense. Miami secures the rebound. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. To Love. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Kyle Kuzma. Gets a shot up off the mark. He'd have the basketball. To Love. Kevin Love. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Love. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Footer at the buzzer. Oh, how do you stop that? Porzingis drills the step back. Nearly unguardable. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Shot from 3/4 court is good. He buries it. Who does this guy think he is? Few would take it. He drills it. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Porzingis.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Kevin Love. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Kuzma brings the ball up court. Reset here. Let's see what they do. To shoot for Washington. Trying to cash in. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Butler. No good. Right with it. His team down 9. Richardson to Love. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Wizards have it. Kuzma sizing up Butler to right. For 3, no good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Butler can't get his shot to fall.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. From long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Short jumper won't go down. Right with it. Margins 8. Kuzma To right. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Miami with the basketball. To Love. Turns and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game, for the Heat, number 13, Bam Adebayo.
To Butler. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Gibson. To Crawford. Goes to the right side. Crawford to Gibson. 4-3. Taj Gibson can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Ah, not that time. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Taj Gibson over to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Whoa, what a finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Taj Gibson. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Butler guarded by Gibson. Washington has the rebound. Crawford. To Gibson. Fires the three. No good. Richardson. That is great vision to set it up. Danilo Gallinari sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Richardson. To Lowry. Taj Gibson able to recover with the block. Washington basketball.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Taj Gibson. Porzingis with the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Lowry. Short jumper off the mark.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. To Crawford. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Gibson to Porzingis. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Lowry. Shabazz Napier rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lowry. Waiters. He was all over him. To Gibson. Here comes the screen. Pass stolen by Miami.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a chance. Won't go. Napier with the basketball. Down 8 to Porzingis. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
To Taj Gibson. Crawford. Udonis Haslem snatching it out of the air. Kuzma guarded by Ryan Anderson. Trying to cash in and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Waiters. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Bam Adebayo. Huge block. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's the Heat with the possession. Taj Gibson pins it. That's out. Last touch by Taj Gibson. Lowry. Works it up top. Love. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Taj Gibson to Kyle Kuzma. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Heat with the possession. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Waiters. To Lowry. Shot clock for the Heat. Down to 3. Lowry. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Lowry. Five to shoot for Miami. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time. That's it for the first half. The Heat with the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Heat entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat. The Wizards are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Bench points.
The Washington Wizards were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Kevin Love is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Napier with the basketball.
That's me.
His guys down by 9. Oh, I missed a short one there. Has a chance. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Wizards with the basketball to Crawford. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Shabazz Napier with a piece. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Napier with the basketball. His guy's down 11. Here comes the screen. Crawford to Gibson. Down to 5 on the 24. To Taj Gibson. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Butler. Jimmy Butler. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called the most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Napier with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Down low for Gibson. Can't connect. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. Butler to Lowry. Able to convert inside.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Napier, guarded by Ryan Anderson. Cruises inside for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Butler to bring it up. His team on top by 13. To Waiters. Screen coming. Waiters to Butler. Fine to shoot. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Shabazz Napier with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Ryan Anderson here against Taj Gibson. To Lowry. Gets it in the right corner. And he hits.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper stays out. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Taj Gibson swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Napier with the basketball, trailing by 11. Crawford. Over to the right side. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Napier with the basketball. 9-point margin. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Shabazz Napier at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Miami's got it. Butler to Waiters. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Deep right corner. To Gibson. Fight to shoot for Washington. Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Jimmy Butler, 3 for 6 now.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
The pass set it all up.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Gibson. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Just off the mark. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Waiters to Butler. Ryan Anderson here against Taj Gibson. Has a look. Wizards grab the rebound. Napier with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. Gibson guarded by Ryan Anderson. To Porzingis. Udonis Haslem. Tips it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Udonis Haslem. Changes coming from both sides right now. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Butler. Love. To Waiters. Here's a chance from long range. Waiters forced that one off the mark on the 3.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Goes to the right side. Kuzma. For 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Butler. To Waiters. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
And he's going to the free throw line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Number 11 to the line, shooting 2.
And hits the first free throw. And gets Vogt to drop at the line. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Love.
Two minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. And a putback slam.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here's Kuzma. Brings the ball up court. Here comes the screen. Kuzma. Sizing up the defense. Has a chance and scores on the step back.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Defense! Defense, let's go!
Richardson to Butler. Lays it up and in.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Right. To Kyle Kuzma. And he scores on the step back.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right-eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
From long range, knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet. It's Washington with the basketball.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Kuzma. Pass stolen by Miami. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Long key from three-quarters court. Three-quarters down with the Heat in front. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on a scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. To Butler. Love. Finish that. Napier with the basketball. His group now down 2. To Kyle Kuzma. Butler into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Kyle Kuzma. The Heat secure the rebound. Love. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Udonis Haslem trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Wizards at the controls. To Porzingis. Taj Gibson. Takes stock of the floor. It's Love with the rebound. To Butler. To Love. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. And Taj Gibson adjusting to the modern NBA. Catch and shoot 3 is good.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Gibson. cash in. Not going down for him this time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 21, Kyle Lowry. Stepping in for the Washington Wizards, number 2, the left.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nothing going here on that drive. Love to Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Jimmy Butler for 2. Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 7. Napier with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Taj Gibson. Right. Almost unlucky bounce. Lowry has the basketball. Surveys the floor. Lowry. Doesn't get the bounce.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Can't convert the free throw. And draws the foul.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. To Lowry. 4-3. Now that's a contest. Crawford to Gibson. Taj Gibson, 3 for 6 now.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Has a chance. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Crawford to Taj Gibson. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
So many times you can tell if a player's going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. Now a steal by Washington. DeLon Wright matched up with Jimmy Butler. Jamal Crawford. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Butler to Lowry. Here comes the screen. To Lowry. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Crawford missed it. Slams it home on the putback.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. To Crawford. To Gibson. Gets it in the right corner. Taj Gibson. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Crawford knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Can count that one. 4-point play. To Lowry. The drive right to the basket. Shot from in close, no good. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Shot no good there by Gallinari. Lowry into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kyle Lowry, muscle memory put to good use there.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Can't connect from in close. To Richardson. Driving right to the basket. Josh Richardson. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Crawford to Taj Gibson. To shoot for Washington. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Porzingis. And finishes strong. Now the Heat going to use a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win the championship.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 2, the lad right.
James Johnson guarded by Gibson.
For the Miami Heat, number 0,
To
Kevin.
Love. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Gibson. Taj Gibson with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Lowry. Gibson. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyle Lowry sends it away. They've recovered it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Wizards have it. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Taj Gibson to Porzingis. Gibson. Message received. Well defended. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. Waiters, picked up by Gibson. Taj Gibson sends it away. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. They'll let one fly from half court. The Wizards are the winners. They move to 1-0 in their new campaign. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards won this game after a close finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Heat are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Kristaps Porzingis
Put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Washington Wizards. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.